Alright, so a random matchup for today is Blue, who is playing over here and is the Viper, playing as Huns. And over here, his opponent, VNS Cool, who's playing as Red and also the Huns. So it's a Ghost Lake map, which is very good. The only thing about Ghost Lake that you really need to know is you have this big icy bit in the center, which you are unable to build on. As you can see there are sheep scattered amongst all these ones on the ice here. So you always get extra sheep on the ice, so it's always worth scouting out the ice after you're done. And players are generally a fair bit away from the ice, so you have a little bit of room to build, so it's not bad. So we'll spectate the Viper for most of this game. I won't put the counter up because sometimes that screws up fraps. So as you can see, putting a lumber camp up there, and moving over to lumber now. So that's his 8th and 9th village there, well 7th and 8th, well 8th, 9th, 7th, 8th and 9th now, onto wood there. So as you can see, coming into the back there, so microing around to the front there. So starting on the sheep, no doubt going to go to boar very soon, because it is faster to gather from boar. And why gather from sheep when you can gather from boar? It gives you a great head start at the start of the game. It can require force dropping off, but all in all, it's pretty worth it. So we can see there, boar just sitting there. And that was very close to losing a villager there, actually. As you can see, Loom has not been done yet, 100 gold still, and villagers only have 25 health. Have a look over here. Loom has been done, so that's going to cost him population time. We'll have a look at the populations. 14 there to 17. So as you can see, it does cost you. So as we can see over here now, still scattered around on this ice area here. And just missing those sheep there by minimalistic amounts. Collecting a lot of sheep there, so that's 600 extra food the Viper will have. Whoops, that's not the one I want, that's the one I want. So as you can see now, the Viper now has a pretty good idea of the map, and it's seen this big gold mine here, so generally when you get a big gold mine like that, your opponent will be generally near where it is. So as you can see, bringing these sheep in here. And already got farms up, as you can see. When you start your second boar, it's always a good idea to get at least one farm up. But as you can see, another lumber camp coming up over here. So if one of these camps gets harassed, generally they don't expect you to have more, so generally you can get away with it. However, if you do have a severe lack of woodcutters there, generally they will know, but you get what I mean. If you have like 2 there, they'll know that's not your only lumber camp, because it's not possible. Of course, unless you're Saracens and you're just trading it all, which I have shown how to do, and how to spam that to pretty much extremes. So Feudal Age there, bringing the stable up. Stable being a good choice as he does have all these extra sheep, and his opponent isn't too far away, so he'll be able to get there extremely quickly. So if he can produce a lot of scouts, he'll be able to get over there and do some villager damage. So that's 3 scouts being produced now, and VNS will only go into the Feudal Age now, which means he's only going to be able to start queuing spears right now, and that's only if he knows what's going on. Barracks coming up there at an archery range, so it looks like he's going to be going archers. We'll have a look though. Swap over. No military being created yet. However, it is doing some massive wall lofts, as you can see there. Some spearmen there. Mostly archers though. So as we can see here, we'll have the advantage there. So that's 1 spear, so he's going mainly into archers. Naturally that's a good idea because you can get cheaper cavalry archers as you advance up. As we can see here, getting completely gang destroyed there, and seeing that though, he's had a chance to see that, so he should be able to queue more spears at this point in time. However, he's chosen not to. He's chosen to keep producing archers. As you can see, completely walling himself in now. So he is completely safe of hassle. Stone wall coming up there. No doubt going to put a stone one up there soon as well. So the Viper's just looking for an access point at this time. So as you can see, they're being extremely smart and building that bit of wall there first. So his best way in at this point will be over here. So we'll go back to him and see what he's actually scouted. However, lots and lots of archers are coming down. And it doesn't look like the Viper's noticed this. But he does have stone wall up, so he is going to be fairly safe. As you can see, there's not really much there that he can do. So, knowing that he's got all archers over here as well, Viper may choose to come back and head this off and just kill all that off right now. However, it looks like he's going to be going for some more harassment, even though he can't get in there. So an archery range coming up there, because no doubt he's going to want to get some of those cheap cavalry archers out. And going into Castle Age, we'll come over here. Viennese Cool still in Feudal Age, so that could mean he's going to be completely out-tacked. It does look like he's saving up now to go for it, but it doesn't look like he's going to be very effective. So as you can see, trying to go through this stable here. Turn the Fog of War off. Where are we? We're over here, so looking for another point of access still. And it looks like he may be coming back here to combat this. Those scouts, of course, will be able to do a lot of damage to these archers and skirmishers. So, going into the Castle Age now, that means he'll be able to produce knights and cavalry archers. So it looks like he's going to be going heavily into cavalry archers there. As you can see, take him away from that hill bonus there. Not wanting to let them get that, and he's retreating there, because he knows his opponent can get out cavalry archers and knights. As you can see, there's the cavalry archers. As you can see, these units have all been upgraded. Well, the archers have all been upgraded. So that's always a good point. As you can see here, just massacring these units here. These spears, of course, doing quite a bit of damage. But when it comes to it, cavalry archers are extremely more effective than archers. And that's a lot of archers there from Viennese Cool, actually. However, he's only just made it to the Castle Age, which means he'll be able to go crossbow soon. But it will take time. There we go. So it's going crossbow, which means he will be able to outdo all these cavalry archers with range. However, their attack is not quite so good. As you can see over here, the Viper going extremely heavily into gold there, as he needs to. Putting up another town centre there, one over there as well. So he's got quite a few town centres up, and he's walled off this area quite well. He does have cavalry archers over there, however. So when he gets attacked here, he will be able to come in. As you can see there, he is flanking his opponent down this side here, while also pushing some in down over here. So as you can see, trying to take this stable here down, trying to find a way into the Viper's base. As you can see now, the Viper just walling this bit here off very quickly and moving his lumber camp up over to here. So no doubt he's just going to let this stable go down. As you can see, they're forcing Viennese Cool away from this lumbering area here, and going to have to produce another lumber camp or cut off this town centre over here. So that's the stable going down there. So now he's pretty much going to have to run straight through this mangonel. Mangonel was a very good choice to get out there. It will do extreme amounts of damage to those archers. As we can see, moving his lumber camp down up here, a much safer location. I will say he won't be able to get hit from archers there either. So as you can see, that is quite a few cavalry archers there. How many do we have? 23 cavalry archers in play and 1 siege. So he'll be able to do quite a bit of damage with that mangonel. Especially if Viennese Cool doesn't realise it's there and just gets hit with it. That'll do a lot of damage. So as we can see in here with all these cavalry archers now, that is quite a few cavalry archers. Coming over here, moving the mangonel there. I don't think Viennese Cool has managed to spot it. However, it does look like these guys are going to clash right now. Yep, there we go. Who's got more upgrades? No one. So at this point in time, it's pretty even, except these crossbows will have that little bit more range. Now, if he can lure these crossbows in, he may be able to do some damage with this mangonel. Let's see just what he can do. I don't think they've noticed. There we go. And that killed about 3 or 4. So it's quite a bit of damage done there. And mangonel moving up again, being able to outrange these cavalry archers by 1, and crossbowmen at this point having equal range. So as you can see, that mangonel did help quite a bit there and help thin out these crossbows. So as you can see here, there, the Viper is actually collecting the relics at this stage. And as we can see here, coming back down here, so you're going to try and get in here and do some economical damage. The Viper up by 700 points now. As you can see, crossbows over there, and as you can see, low on food there for the Viper. However, he does have quite a bit of gold and quite a bit of wood. So as we can see, that mangonel there forcing these units to run away. And these cavalry archers here still looking for a point of access. There is nowhere really. This would be his best access spot here. 2 town centres there though, so he will be able to garrison them and he will lose quite a few units. That's a lot of cavalry archers there coming in for Viennese Cool. And then we can see that the Viper has noticed this and has chose to flee this scene. Come up to here and hopefully use this mangonel to his advantage, because I love that mangonel at the moment. It's been doing a lot of damage, and siege is your friend. So as you can see there, he's outmassing VNS Cool, so VNS Cool has chosen to actually retreat on that one, which was a good idea. Losing those crossbows there, however. And heading off his opponent here, however, getting flanked from this side here. It still looks to be fairly close, but it does look like VNS Cool is going to take this one. As you can see, doing some micro there, however, it doesn't look like it's helping. Looking like all of these are going to go down now. If only he had that trusty mangonel. So as you can see now, expecting a counter-attack there, so putting up this mangonel. Castle coming up here, which is an extremely good idea. Monk being killed off there by that cavalry archer. But putting a castle up here is an extremely good idea. It's the main way into his base at this point in time. There's really not that much else that VNS Cool could do until he gets some siege out. Do you have any look of siege weapons? Castle, siege workshops. So there's a siege workshop coming up, which means we can be expecting rams. Where's this mangonel? There it is, still there. As you can see, killing off quite a few there, getting him with that surprised castle. Wasn't expecting to see that there. So the Viper is now going to the Imperial Age, which means he's going to be able to get the Bodkin arrow. I believe it's the Bodkin arrow. Or maybe it's braces. I can't remember which exactly one it is. But he's going to be able to get that last cavalry archer upgrade, which means it's going to make them a lot stronger, as well as getting the heavy cavalry archer upgrade. So that'll just be making his opponent, well, his cavalry archers a little bit more superior. And heavy cavalry archer, of course, is an important upgrade to get, because it'll give you that little bit of extra hit points. So Viper advancing there, and this battering ram coming in, so soaking up a lot of damage there with that battering ram. A lot of units would have died from that amount of fire. And as we can see over here, Town Center coming up there, trying to stop it coming up. So as we can see, moving his forward base up to here now. Heavy cavalry archer, yep, heavy cavalry archer, that's an extra 10 hit points there, as well as getting the next ranged upgrade, which I can't remember was bracer or bodkin arrow. So as you can see there, they do have the range advantage, and as you can see, it's doing wonders for him. That range is doing heaps. And no doubt he'll be able to get the extra upgrade there. So as you can see, doing lots of damage there. And VNS Cool being on the back foot here by a lot, honestly. Light cavalry coming in now to counter these rams, and as well as getting close to his cavalry archers. It's always a good idea. So scouting this castle here now, knowing there is a castle there, he will have to get some rams in before it is possible for him to really do much. Could always build some Tarrakans as well. They are extremely effective verse buildings and are completely underused, I believe. However, nobody ever builds them, so I wouldn't be expecting them. But light cavalry, just costing food, so we've got cavalry archers costing gold and wood, and combined with something that just costs food, it's pretty much the perfect pair. And going to Hussar now too, so that means he is going to be able to outdo his opponent here. However, he does not have any of the upgrades yet. As you can see, bringing this ram in here, so hopefully that'll soak up a lot of the damage. Viper doing a lot of damage at this point in time. Do we have any more light cav being produced? As you can see over here, he has distracted his opponent over here while he has managed to fight his way into his base on this side. So that castle there can pretty much look like it's going to go down, and all these villagers here are going to have to stop work to beat them. So looking at this one over here, still not much going on. Just fighting straight in through here, straight through this castle, and deciding not to. So as we can see here, this castle coming down extremely quickly due to these heavy siege rams coming in from this base over here, as well as this light cav coming in from here. It's going to be able to do a lot of damage to those villagers, as you can see. So he hasn't even upgraded the attack on these yet, hasn't even done forging. And as you can see, these villagers being forced to attack these rams, which means they're not gathering, which is good. So Viper managing to get into VNS Cool's base at this point in time, that is a major development. So bringing all these cavalry archers in, he will be able to do a lot of damage through here, and that is good game right there. So as you can see, he's just run straight in through here, destroyed this castle, come in through this wall over here, and done a lot of damage. Alright, so thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I know my voice is going on me. I do have quite a sore throat at the moment, so if I do sound weird, just don't worry about it. Alright, thanks for watching.